What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're out at Uwharrie National Forest with the all-new 2023 Chevrolet Colorado. This is the Z71. So we have a brand new mid-size truck to take through these tighter trails. Now we've been here before, so if you're new to the channel, we pretty much come here a lot with all of our press vehicles, our own vehicles. And I'm really excited to see for a stock vehicle or stock height what it can do on these trails. And got anything to add?
Yeah, so last week I was with the Silverado ZR2 Bison here doing these same trails. Big truck, but super capable. Now with the smaller one, the little baby version, it'll be exciting to drive it so far. So far it's been a pretty cool truck. The new Colorado, so much better than the old one. Really nice truck overall. And now we're gonna put it through its paces. We got some drive modes and we're gonna play with it.
So spot number one, every time we go off-roading, it doesn't come across on camera just how low, much lower he is than I am right now. But we got a little bit of a hill climb as he comes up, and then we have this embankment right here. And you will see with the articulation how steep this actually is. So with the stock height of this truck, we're pretty close. Some of these moguls, it is a little bit close, but let's see how well we can do this. I'll let you know if you have to stop. And this has that lower front air dam. Nice and slow. Keep coming, keep coming. You are just barely there, but you're good. Just barely. It's not touching though. Oh, and you're good in the back. Just so close. Keep going. That is actually impressive. So Brian's going to keep it in 4 high, and I am going to get in my exercise today. Look at how far down he is already. So far down, because this is a massive hill climb. I mean, it should be pretty easy, pretty dry conditions for the most part today, but this is what we've been bouncing in. Does it with ease. Oh,
just a little bit of scraping.
Yeah,
not too bad.
Nothing too bad, but this now has a 4-cylinder in it.
Honestly, I know people are gonna hate that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's bad. It feels very peppy. I feel a lot of torque down low.
Yeah.
Throttle response is good.
Yep.
On the highway, it doesn't struggle. I think it's a 10-speed, I would assume.
I think it's a 10-speed. I was just in the GMC Canyon.
Yeah, it's my first
I think
time
it was a
being around
10-speed.
this.
But it's like,
I don't have an issue with it as of now.
I think it's almost 400 pound-feet of torque.
That's probably something
High
like
300, so I mean, it's more than the outgoing V6.
Yeah.
The 3.5 liter V6, so.
It feels really peppy. You can hear the turbo pushing the power going up the hill, but it's not straining anything. It doesn't feel, I'm not revving it too high. It just feels really good.
Yeah, so for all of you who want the V6, I mean, you're gonna get more fuel economy, you're going to get more horsepower and torque, and you're still getting a pretty capable truck for situations like this.
All right, so Mike's turn to drive the Colorado just a little bit. I really like so far the 2 drive modes. Using terrain mode, it kind of has an automatic downhill assist control. So going down a few different parts, it kind of holds you around 5 miles an hour. And then off-road mode is kind of the more general one, it seems. But now we're in 4 low in one of the drive modes, and hopefully it comes up on camera, but these rocks are pretty sweet looking. And we're just gonna drive straight over them and see how the new Colorado is gonna do. Pretty decent ground clearance with the stock configuration. Yeah, you're looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't think that should be an issue. Look at that angle. Nothing. Yeah, pretty good. And again, this isn't the most aggressive stuff in the world, but still pretty much full articulation right there. And then let's get up this
Could we have gone a little more aggressive, or is that about it for
You probably could have.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
What about our clearance for this rock?
Let's try going straight. The ZR2 Silverado, I made this fine, but that had a 2-inch lift with the shocks. I don't know about this air dam, but let's take a look. I feel like we might hit it. Keep coming a little bit. Keep coming. Well, it's gonna rub. It's rubbing a little bit.
We need to go a different line.
I think you're gonna be good if you keep going now. Just go straight though. Yeah, you're good.
That's good?
Yeah, it just barely rubbed.
What about the hitch? Because we're gonna get pretty steep here.
Yeah, you're good.
So good back there?
Yep. Provided that you got traction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel. Look at that. Nice.
Honestly, man, this 4-cylinder.
It's
I'm barely
nice.
giving it gas.
It's peppy and
I am in 4 low, so the gearing is probably a little.
yeah, the transfer case really helps put the power down. And you can totally tell for not having locking diffs, the technology figures it out for you for sure.
Yeah. This is impressive.
And keep in mind, this isn't even the ZR2, so pretty nice for a moderately off-road focused truck. Chevy did such a good job already. We're really impressed. And it does have the air down mode to where you can easily air down the tires and the truck will let you know where you're at PSI wise. Wow, look at that, cakewalk. And then a big old rock.
I'm impressed.
Easily crawling over it.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, the tech seems to do what it needs to do. All right, so we're coming back down, and as you can see, the truck is a rockin'. So stay right there. I think we got the wheel almost off the ground.
Yeah.
You moving is getting that wheel off the ground.
That's fun.
You can see it down here. If I lift up on the bumper, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. You feel that?
We're moving 4,000 pounds, baby. All right, ready?
Yeah, let me.
One thing that we've noticed, you want to explain what we just talked about?
Sure.
All right, so this setup for the Z71, I would say, is for a very novice off-roader. You have your settings to go through, like the normal terrain, off-road. It also has basically built-in downhill assist control. So there is an icon on the screen that shows you that it has it, but there's no way to actually engage it unless you're in one of these modes. So if you're unfamiliar with off-roading, it's kind of cool that you don't have to worry about how to lock your diffs or how to do this, how to do that. It's kind of set it to that mode and the truck will do it for you. Now I know a lot of experienced off-roaders won't like that.
But it still works fine
it still
to where...
works great, yeah. It's just one less button that you have to push, which I think it's interesting to not push, but have it already do it.
Yeah, it seems to work really easy. Like, we're on a hill, so we're in terrain mode. So it will kind of not let you go above 5 miles an hour going downhill, and we're in 4 high.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah,
for the most part, like it's a kind of a very simple setup, and it works really, really well. Big rocks. And the shocks seem to absorb these bumps really well. It does a really good job. Just slowly crawling down. Now we have the big rock to crawl down. But it's cool how you basically have 4 high, 4 low, and then off-road or terrain, and just mixing and matching them depending on your circumstance. It makes it very easy to just drive the truck and have fun with it. And it seems to work well to where it just works nicely. That front air dam though, if you're really off-roading, you want to remove that. Other than that, really capable. And we've been getting about 20 degree on some turn. You're only gonna go straight, the rock's in the way. Now we'll see if we hit that bumper or not. Just slowly come down. And in terrain mode, when he lets his foot like off the gas and touches the brake, it really helps out. So it really does a good job. You're looking good. And now he has to give it gas to let it start moving again just because of that. Man, that front end is almost on the ground, but we're good. Look at that tucked rear wheel. Yeah, you're good. The rear bumper might, yeah, go slow. All right, that's the trailer hitch. Yeah, hit the trailer hitch just a little bit. But for not being a lifted vehicle stock, the Z71 is pretty capable. I'd say just do a basic 2-3 inch lift kit, maybe 2 inch taller tires. This is such a good platform. It really has a lot of capabilities. And even these all-terrain tires are pretty good. All right, there is the Colorado hitting some off-road trails here. A bone stock, brand new 2023 Colorado Z71.
Not bad, man.
Honest thoughts.
Not bad.
4-cylinder, automatic, out of the gate.
Honestly, we took my Tacoma here a couple weeks ago, and that's lifted, of course, but for stock, even taking my stock Tacoma off-road,
yeah,
pretty impressive. It really is, for a brand new truck right out of the gate. And I like the tech features that it has. It's not overcomplicated, but it gives you what you need.
Because I think they get a little too much where you have 10 different modes, all these settings to where even with your Tacoma with crawl control, multi-terrain select, never used them.
Yeah.
Never used them. Honestly,
so you let the truck do it, and you don't have to think about what mode, because the truck will put power where it needs it.
All you really need is four-wheel drive low, some sort of locking diff. While this one doesn't have it, this has maybe torque vectoring, limited slip, something like that, to where when it did slip, the other wheels all of a sudden got traction.
Yeah.
So
you can't turn off traction control, so it's got some kind of system that gets you the traction you need.
I hope the ZR2 at least has like a standalone locking diff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this is kind of simple and effective.
Yeah.
And as far as ground clearance, a few times we hit the trailer hitch, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, if you took it off, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or a small lift, you'd still be fine.
So, really, I don't
or a high
complaints.
clearance bumper, but you know, that's next level.
That's ZR2 or aftermarket. But if you want to grab the camera, my arm is getting tired holding this.
All new Colorado. Pretty cool to be able to check this out. I was in the new Canyon a couple weeks ago and just drove that on the pavement. But super excited to be able to test out these new midsize trucks with the 4-cylinder engine.
I think this segment is just even better now.
Yeah.
Like before, they were all getting old. The old Colorado, I never liked the old Ranger, never liked the old Tacoma. Great, but getting old. Now, all three brands, honestly, the new ones are awesome. And this is something absolutely put on your list. Like honestly, even for me, whenever I do want a truck, Tacoma's been kind of our truck, but now I could see getting this. Like, you know, might as well have some rivalry going on or something, but
we got some good options for sure.
This is something worth it.
So hopefully you enjoyed today's video taking the all-new Colorado off the pavement. Full review is coming if you want to see all the details on this exact spec. So if you enjoyed today's video, huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for our daily uploads. We'll see you all in the next video.